No chemicals or preservatives, just 100% honest to goodness hickory smoked meat.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Boy, some chicken wings have really hit the spot.
You ain't got no better food, like some chicken wings, some baby back ribs, some fries or something?
That's just two guys talking, am I right? We're just talking.
Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome to another episode of Fat Guys with Smokers. John, today we're on the road.
We are, and I didn't tell you this, but you have the job to keep the camera level.
Level? Well, I got news for you guys. Camera's not going to be level a few times because I'm going to forget this.
Anyone see the Blair Witch Project? Because it's kind of what you're in for.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it won a lot of awards, so if that's what the people want, that's what the people are getting.
I think it did win awards, but there were people like getting violently ill in the theaters. Do you remember that?
I do. I mean, I never saw it, but I heard that. I can't watch scary movies, John. It just freaks me out, and I just replay all the scary parts in my head all night long.
It was back when I still cared what people thought and I wanted to look tough, so I watched it.
Nice.
I don't like scary movies.
Yeah. See, that's how I was. I learned this as an adult.
And especially that like thriller genre of like not knowing when someone's gonna jump out at you.
Yeah.
I would rather watch someone be brutally maimed with an axe than have to sit waiting for someone to jump out and yell boo.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. But today, we're not going to kill people in the... I don't even know what the plot of the Blair Witch Project is. We're not going to go searching for a dead witch. We are going shopping. Shopping for the good stuff. John got us another cooking gig. And if you are fans of the cast, we did this last year, and it actually was pretty sick. Just doing some simple... I just burped. Will the camera pick that up?
We'll find out.
We can edit that in post. Just doing some simple pulled pork sandwiches. We're going to keep them at... Well, I don't know that we've really talked about pricing. Maybe we don't want to discuss this in front of our tens of fans.
We'll have to see how prices are. But I expect sandwiches will be $5 or $6. I still think we can do chips for $1. Sodas for $1. But
and our goal is not, I mean, we're not doing this to put bread on the table. We're doing it for fun and to kind of get our names out there. So last year, I feel like we kind of undercut a few of the actual caterers that probably spent thousands of dollars on their food trucks and everything. And we just...
there was another barbecue joint there that was doing pulled pork sandwiches. They were $12 just for a sandwich, and
they did not have a line. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was a bobbing and weaving.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we do this to give back to the community, make a little bit of money so our wives are happy with us, and mostly just to have some fun.
Yeah, and we live in a pretty family... I feel like Nibley does a good job of doing like a lot of family activities, fun things for a lot of little kids. So we kind of wanted to cater to that instead of, your bougie barbecue boys, but more like moms and dads that forgot about dinner and see $1 hot dogs and are like, sweet.
That or have kids, why do we never eat out, and see a $1 hot dog and they're like, I can handle this.
There you go.
I can handle that.
Speaking of the Blair Witch Project, sorry if you're watching on YouTube, this is getting a little rough. Every time I look back, we are tilted. So.
I know, it's a magnetic mount, and my case is getting a little tired.
I like it, though.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
So we've done a cook like this for the city before, but I was actually thinking, what I thought you were going to talk about is going back even further. One of the very first episodes we did was a road trip where we were going shopping. And I don't remember what we were going shopping for.
What were we doing? Because we weren't doing...
It had to have been like a church cookout or something.
Yeah, it must have been. It was
a general
the ward
conference?
cookout, yeah. When we both did ate butts, and I did it on my new smoker and had no idea what I was doing and didn't sleep that night.
But I was just thinking about how far we've come.
Yeah.
We now, we're doing this. We have video in the truck. We have wireless mics. I feel like the production quality, Blair Witch and all, is significantly higher than us awkwardly walking through Walmart or through Sam's Club.
Tethered together with a lapel mic. That was the worst.
Yeah. So we're not going to take you into the store with us this time.
Sorry, everybody.
But we're going to...
Last time we saw some old flames. It was pretty intense.
I know. Yeah, Mike went and introduced me to his high school girlfriend.
Yeah.
Rude.
Worst thing that ever... Well, Whitney was the best thing that ever happened to me, I guess.
Yeah. So the event's expecting 200 to 300 people. It's a touch a truck event where they like bring out all the like heavy equipment the city has, and kids can kind of see what a snowplow is and sit in them.
This is the second one they've done, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. I think it's kind of a cool event.
I think it's a super cool idea. But it's like, I don't know that people are really expecting there to be that much food here. Mm-hmm. So they're expecting 200 to 300 people. Mike and I are planning about 80 sandwiches, which I think we're going to have meat left over.
Probably.
But we decided we were okay with that because we'll have meat left over to feed our families with for the rest of the week. And then we're going to get a bunch of hot dogs just because that was such a big smashing success last time.
It's nice because moms and dads can eat sandwiches if they want, and a few things for the kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not everybody's like Hallie. They can't pound a pulled pork sandwich at 5 years old.
Yeah, not all of them have been raised to.
Right, exactly.
Raised on barbecue.
Which maybe is a good thing, but I don't think so.
Yeah. So we need... Mike, maybe you want to make a list.
Yeah, I probably better.
I definitely didn't make a list for this.
We have our list from last time we did this, but things have changed a little bit. So
yeah, but I think we need... We'll see how big the pork shoulders are that we can find, but we'll say 4 or 5 pork shoulders. We're kind of shooting for about 35-40 pounds of meat. So we'll see it.
And where'd we get that number, John? Just for people that...
So...
Maybe you're planning a big cook for family or whatever. How do you decide how much to get?
Yeah, so I do a half pound a sandwich when I'm selling pork sandwiches. And these are big, meaty sandwiches. If you're doing a family potluck and everyone's bringing something and you're going to have a bunch of different salads, you can definitely go down to a third and even a quarter of a pound if you've got a ton of kids.
That's something to consider because a lot of those other things are going to fill people up more than meat, and so you don't want all this meat just left over.
Yeah.
Plus, it's usually the more expensive thing, so...
Well, and we're selling it, so like I really want this to be a good value and people to be happy with it.
Right.
So, that's about where the number comes from, with a little give and take. And these are, I like bone-in pork shoulders, so while Costco now does sell bone-in pork shoulders, that's a new thing. I don't know if you know.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
We're going to go to Sam's Club because I like buying pork shoulders there. I can buy them individually. I don't have to buy a 2-pack.
Yeah, Costco's always a 2-pack.
Yep. And they're all bone-in. So we need that. We need buns, both for the sandwiches and for the hot dogs. Mm-hmm. We need the hot dogs.
Nope, sorry.
You're good. I got you.
I made it worse.
I had it, man. I was covering it for you.
Thank you.
So we've got buns. We need the hot dogs. And
so 4 pork shoulders. I said 80-ish Sammy buns. We'll decide what packs they come in. I assume they're in intervals of 12. 50 hot dogs-ish. 50 hot dog buns. Now, last time I think we did 2 of those huge bottles of Sweet Baby Ray's, right?
Yep.
Like the big ones. We probably only need 1 of those this time, don't you reckon?
Yeah, well, and I don't know that we want the giant bottles.
Yeah, actually, that's a good call.
I think we may just buy a 2-pack.
I think that's a good idea. It's easier to use, too.
Yeah. Or if we're feeling bougie, we could get the Kinders, because I have been all over the Kinders.
I'm into
Hickory
Kinders,
brown
man.
sugar. Yeah, it's been awesome
They've
lately.
got some good stuff.
So we'll do that. And then we need chips.
Last time we just got...
It was the Members Mark variety.
Yeah, and it was all right. It was fun.
So we'll see if something's on sale. Maybe we'll do that different. But I like that variety pack.
How many things of chips do you reckon we'll need? I would assume one with each hot dog at least, so that's 50.
Yeah,
Think we'll
I'd
need
probably go... I don't know. I don't remember. I think they come in packs of 48. So I'm thinking probably 2 of those is probably fine.
Yeah.
But we'll have to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also need drinks.
Drinks. Last time we did 4 flats of soda and 2 cases of water.
And we were almost out of soda. I think we had some Sprite or something left over. So
It was a lot hotter then too, though, so maybe
Yeah.
people wouldn't be thinking drinks.
I think we can probably do 2 flats of soda and a case of water. And actually, we'll have to double check prices at Sam's. It may be worth a run. To Macy's. They've got soda on sale if the sale hasn't changed.
What sale?
It was buy 2 get 2, so it ended up being like $25
Oh, that's not bad.
for 48
4.
cans.
Which is crazy, because back in the day, you used to be able to get 4 for 12.
Well, yeah, you get 5 for 12.
Yeah,
And when the sales were good, you could get 5 for 10.
no kidding. Thanks, Obama. Just kidding. This is not a political podcast, and Obama had nothing to do with that. We also got paper boats. We need some of that action. And napkins.
I think I've got all the leftovers
Okay.
from Heritage Days.
And do you think that you have enough leftovers?
I think so.
Okay. Then
I'll,
we won't plan on that.
We may need napkins, but
So I'm thinking we'll go in and then we'll debrief you guys when we get out.
Yeah.
And kind of be like, oh, here's what we ended up doing.
Exactly.
But the key here is don't be afraid to cook for people, because people like it and it's kind of fun. And there's a little bit of math involved, but it's nothing you can't chat GPT and at least get an idea of what to get, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, good old Chibbity. That's what they've started calling it. My business partners, they call it Chibbity because Chat GPT is too much to say.
Chibbity definitely shortens it
And it's-
half a syllable, so...
And it's fun.
Yeah, I like it. I'm on board. What was I going to say, John? Must not have been very important.
Math, Chibbity, don't be afraid.
That's not it. I don't remember. What's going on here?
That guy is painting his hood.
He's got a bunch of plastic grocery bags taped together as a paint, what would you call that? Drop clothish?
No, like masking.
Yes, masking.
Like he had masked off his
That's awesome.
quarter panels and bumper. We'll have
love
to
it.
see if the dash cam caught that.
I love it. You have a dash cam?
I do have a dash cam.
Dude, we have been learning about insurance fraud in my personal finance class because it's May and I'm out of ideas. And I'm about ready to get me a dash cam because people are stupid.
Yeah, they are.
So that's what I've learned.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. You can get fancy ones. I think mine's was like $30 or $40 at the most.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
Yep. And you see wild things like people painting the hood of their car.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope we can include that.
I just want to find it. My father-in-law used to run a body shop. He's retired now.
Uh-huh.
That probably would have like been
Send
a
it
major
over the
trigger
edge.
for him. Even Haley's got some of the need to make sure that the paint looks perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not allowed to paint in my house.
Really?
Yeah. I did it once and I wasn't doing it right, so
That's awesome.
I've been relieved of all responsibilities regarding paint.
I hate painting. Of all household chores, that is my least favorite. All right, well, we are just about here, so I'm going to cut us off, and then we'll see you guys in about 30 seconds for you.
Not even.
Not even. So, things didn't quite go according to plan. As it turns out,
We needed ice cream.
Yeah, obviously.
It's like a reward.
Well said. Turns out Sam's Club closes at 8, and we didn't know that. So we walked in, and they're like, grab your crap. It closes in 20 minutes.
Which would have been fine.
It would have been great. We had a plan, and I feel like we executed the plan quite well.
We were out in less than 20 minutes.
The problem is, Sam's Club didn't have enough pork.
I've never been to Sam's Club is, it's like there's somebody that's like got a bug in my truck or at my house that's like, what's John coming to buy? We better put it away.
It's probably that other food truck that's coming to this, making sure that I don't have competition. So anyway.
They had 2 pork shoulders at Sam's Club. Luckily, they were good sized, uniform shape, good fat caps. Yeah. Happy with those, so we got those. If not,
we probably would have taken them anyway, but they are quality products.
Yep. And we talked to the meat guy, their deliverer, their supplier. That's probably a better word than deliverer.
I like deliverer, and I think it should catch on, but go on.
They ordered 7 cases of pork, and it didn't show up today, so they're hoping it comes tonight.
Oh, shoot. Just shoulders? Because it looked like they had plenty of everything else.
So,
well, all those shoulderless pigs, it's the tariffs.
Anyways, lucky for us, Costco is like 4 minutes from Sam's Club.
Yep. When it's a good thing. Costco, it just turns out, closes at 8:30, which gave us just enough time to run in, grab pork shoulders, and ice cream. Because I don't know if you've tried the soft serve at Costco, but holy crap, it's next level.
It will change your life, and it makes up for the fact that we didn't stop at Maverick.
That's true. I was thinking that on the way out.
I almost stopped, but I'm glad we didn't.
Oh, I mean, this worked out great.
So,
debriefage.
Yeah, we've got like 33, 34 pounds of pork. We have 80 hot dogs, and for any Father of the Bride fans out there, 80 is the number of hot dogs you have to buy to get the same number of hot dogs as buns to make those match up at Sam's.
Such a great show, man. Such a great show.
Every time I buy hot dogs, I think about that scene.
Yeah.
So
good.
We've got 80 hot dogs. We've got, as you can see behind us, Mountain Dew.
We did.
You can kind of see that.
So let us know in the comments. We tried to decipher. We decided we didn't want a crap ton of pop, but we wanted to get the hits or the favorites, if you will. So we got Mountain Dew, we got Sprite, and we got Diet Dr. Pepper because we felt like we needed a diet something.
Yep. And they didn't have Diet Coke. I think that's probably what we would have bought if they had
I think so
it.
too, but we could not find it anywhere. So maybe it's on the same truck as the pork shoulders.
Yeah. So it was either Diet Coke, or it was either Diet Dr. Pepper, which Mike and I both like, or Coke Zero, which I like, but Mike doesn't like.
It's all right.
So
it's mid.
We hope that no Utah moms come at us for not having Diet Coke.
Yeah, sorry. We tried.
But
blame Sam's Club. What else did we do? We decided to go with the Sweet Baby Ray's. We didn't go Kinder.
Yep.
Sweet Baby Ray's is so good and so cheap. So.
Yep, it's a great sauce. We've got that. We got chips. It was a 42 pack. So we've got 2 of those.
2 sets of those.
2 cases of water.
Also, again, in the comments, sesame seed buns or no sesame seed buns? We weren't sure, so we went with none. But if you're a sesame seed fan and you would be offended with no sesame seeds, hit us up and let us know.
I know Whoppers have sesame seed buns.
They do. That's true.
Other than maybe some texture, I'm not sure what they add.
I don't know that they do. I think you're right.
Do they just look
Flavor
pretty?
wise, yeah.
And if they do, then I am anti-sesame seeds.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
I don't need it to be frilly.
Yeah, I don't need superficial things. I want sustenance. And then we got the picnic pack. Do we already say that?
Nope, we
Ketchup,
didn't.
mustard. Wondering if we're going to want more ketchup.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see.
I have
Maybe nobody comes to this
I
thing
have
tomorrow.
unpopular opinions when it comes to ketchup.
Are you a mustard dog fan?
I hail from the great city of Chicago,
I was going to say.
so we don't put ketchup on our hot dogs. I believe ketchup should be used for two things and two things only: French fries and scrambled eggs.
Ooh. Okay. Hash browns?
No,
Really?
got hot sauce for that.
I could get on board with that.
But
What else did we get? Did we get anything else?
I think that's it.
Well, that's
It's a
where
pretty-
we're at.
It's a pretty simple menu.
Yeah.
So
Which is how we roll.
this will actually come out after the event.
Oh, that's true.
So how many sandwiches did we figure we had to sell at $5?
What did I say? 47?
47?
Yeah, 47 at $5 to break even.
Yep. So
So that's not including any hot dogs, chips. Honestly, I think hot dogs are going to be our biggest hit.
Yeah.
Even if people have had dinner, a $1 hot dog is hard to pass up. So,
especially coming off the train.
yeah, I agree. Train's going to be there, smoke's going to be rolling.
You think we can just cook right on the right over the firebox?
I wondered about that. I think it's worth trying. Do you think we'd have to oil up the little grate thing to make sure? Just heat it up and
Yeah, let's
let them roll.
It should be fine.
Honestly, last time we just cooked it on the Weber and then we just put it in the offset to kind of keep warm. And I think it added some flavor and kept them warm without burning them. It was pretty good.
Yeah, there won't be much heat in the train, but I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Nothing else is getting solar heat. What time are we serving? Because they were like, it's
Yeah.
from 3 to
So the
8
event
or something?
The event's from 3 to 7.
3 to 7.
I plan on getting there. I may go over early just to drop the train off and not have to deal with that chaos. But I plan on kind of getting there about 3.
Okay.
When do you get out of school?
I can leave at 3:15.
Okay.
So I will be there shortly after.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's the plan, folks.
Here we go. And we'll give you a full debrief probably next week.
Yeah. Drop a comment on how many sandwiches you think we sold.
Oh, that'll be a fun thing.
Yeah.
Whoever's closest gets... Do we have anything to give?
Maybe. We'll see.
Gets something, and it's going to be epic. So,
Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Mike,
We're
and
Fat Guys.
Costco has the best ice cream.
Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of Fat Guys with Smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.